Every 39 seconds, a cyber attack happens somewhere in the world. Every day, there are more than 2,000 cyber attacks on average. And right now, cybercrime is costing the global economy trillions of dollars every year. But what does cybersecurity actually mean? Is it just about stopping hackers? Or is there much more to it? In this video, we'll break cybersecurity down from the very beginning. You'll learn what cybersecurity really is, what it protects, the different areas of cybersecurity, who carries out cyber attacks, and why cybersecurity has become one of the most important fields in today's digital world. This video is for educational purposes only. Our goal is to master cybersecurity, strengthen defenses, and learn responsibly. Please use this knowledge ethically. Let's get started. In simple terms, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting computer systems, networks, devices, and data from digital attacks. There are 4 important words in this definition that need to be understood separately. First, protect means to protect. It's not just about preventing attacks, but also about preventing attacks before they happen, detecting attacks when they happen, and recovering after attacks. All 3 fall into this category. Secondly, systems, networks, devices, and data. Meaning the scope of protection is much larger. It's not just a computer, it's the entire infrastructure. Third, digital attacks, meaning the threat comes in digital form, although its impact can be felt in real life. Fourth, practice, meaning it's not a one-time job, it's an ongoing process. New threats come every day, so security also keeps getting updated every day. Now the question is, why is there so much talk about cybersecurity? There are 4 big reasons behind this. First reason is that almost everything in the world is now digital. Banking, healthcare, electricity grids, water supply, transportation. Everything depends on computer systems. If these systems are attacked, the impact is not limited to the digital world, but also extends to real life. Second reason is the value of data. A company's customer data, financial records, trade secrets. These are now more valuable assets than gold and silver. And anything valuable is a target for criminals. Third reason is financial loss. The average cost of a data breach is now several $million. This includes direct losses, legal fees, regulatory fines, and recovery costs. Fourth reason is trust. When a company is hacked, customers lose trust in that company. Once trust is gone, it is very difficult to regain it. For these 4 reasons, cybersecurity is not an option in today's world. It is a necessity. In cybersecurity, we basically try to protect 3 things. It's called the CIA Triad. There will be a whole separate video about these 3 in the next episode, but here's a brief overview. First is confidentiality. This means that only authorized people can see certain information. For example, your medical records are only seen by you and your doctor, and no one else. Second is integrity. This means that no one can change the data illegally. For example, no one can hack and change the balance of your bank account. Third is availability. This means that the system and data are accessible when needed. For example, if a hospital system goes down due to an attack, emergency medical services may be disrupted. These 3 principles, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, are the foundation of any security decision. Whenever a security tool or policy is designed, one or more of these 3 are designed to protect one or more of them. Cybersecurity is not a single field. It is divided into many subdomains. Each domain protects a different type of system. Let's look at each one by one. Number 1 domain is network security. It protects computer networks from unauthorized access, misuse, and attacks. Tools like firewall, VPN, and intrusion detection system are used here. Number 2 domain is application security. It keeps software and web applications secure so that no one can attack by exploiting vulnerabilities in the code. Attacks like SQL injection or cross-site scripting fall into this domain. Third domain is cloud security. Since most companies now host their data and applications on cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, securing that data and services is a separate and rapidly growing domain. The 4th domain is endpoint security. Here, endpoint means any device that is connected to a network, such as a laptop, desktop, or server. Antivirus and EDR software fall into this domain. Domain number 5 is IoT security, which stands for Internet of Things. Smart cameras, smart thermostats, smart door locks. These types of connected devices often come with weak security, so protecting them is a separate challenge. Domain number 6 is mobile security. Smartphones and tablets now hold some of our most sensitive information, so securing Android and iOS devices is a separate specialization. Domain number 7 is Identity and Access Management, or IAM for short. It ensures that the right people, at the right time, have access to the right resources. No more, no less. Password policies, multi-factor authentication, these are part of this domain. And domain number 8 is operational technology security, or OT security for short. It protects industrial systems, like the control systems of power plants, factories, or water treatment plants. Attacks here have a direct impact on the physical world. These 8 domains together make up the entire field of cybersecurity. When you choose a career, you can specialize in any one or more of these domains. Now let's look at the types of threats we protect ourselves from. This is a high-level overview, with more detailed videos on each threat in future episodes. First, malware. It's an umbrella term for malicious software. It includes viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, all of which are designed to damage a system or gain unauthorized access. Second is phishing. Here, the attacker sends an email, message, or website pretending to be from a legitimate source, prompting the victim to provide sensitive information, such as a password or credit card number. Third is ransomware. This type of malware encrypts the victim's files and demands a ransom to unlock them. It is one of the biggest threats right now, especially for large companies and hospitals. Fourth is social engineering. Here, the attacker exploits human psychology rather than technical weaknesses, exploiting trust, fear, or urgency to manipulate the victim into giving them information. Fifth is DDoS attack, which stands for distributed denial of service. Here, the attacker sends traffic from thousands of systems to a target server at once, overloading it, making the service inaccessible to ordinary users. Number 6 is the insider threat. This threat does not come from outside the company, but from within. An employee, contractor, or partner who intentionally or unintentionally compromises security. Number 7 is the zero-day exploit. This is a vulnerability that software developers are not yet aware of. Since no fix has been developed, this type of attack is the most difficult to prevent. And number 8 is advanced persistent threat, or APT for short. Here the attacker hides in a network for a long time, slowly stealing information, often without being detected. This type of attack is usually carried out by organized groups or nation-state actors. These 8 threat categories are the most common and important. We have a separate video later in our playlist called Top 10 Common Cyber Attacks, where we will go into more detail. Now the question is, who actually carries out these attacks? There are generally 5 types of attackers. First is script kiddies. They are technically weak, but they carry out attacks using tools created by others. They mainly do this for fun or recognition. Second is cybercriminals. Their main objective is financial gain. They work as organized groups and carry out attacks such as ransomware or banking fraud. Third is hacktivists. Their objective is political or social. They carry out attacks for a specific ideology or cause, such as defacing a website or leaking information. Fourth is nation-state actors. These are government-sponsored hacker groups whose goal is espionage, sabotage, or influencing the critical infrastructure of another country. They carry out attacks with the most resources and time. Fifth is insiders. As I said before, these are people inside the company who misuse their access. Now these are the ones who are attacking are the opposite of those who are defending. These are called ethical hackers or white hat hackers. A common confusion is that cybersecurity, information security, and IT, all 3, are considered the same thing. But there are clear differences between them. IT, which stands for Information Technology, is the largest category. It deals with setting up, maintaining, and managing computer systems. Security is just one part of it. Information security, or InfoSec for short, is about protecting information, whether it's digital or physical, including paper documents. And cybersecurity is a subset of InfoSec, which focuses specifically on digital systems and digital threats. These 3 overlap, but their scopes are different. It's important to understand this distinction in interviews or professional conversations. Lastly, why learning cybersecurity is a smart decision right now. First, the skills gap is huge. There are millions of cybersecurity positions open worldwide because the number of qualified people is far less than the demand. Second, these skills are needed in every industry. Banking, healthcare, retail, gaming, government, cybersecurity professionals are needed everywhere. That means your career options are vast. Third, this field changes rapidly, meaning it never gets boring. New threats, new technologies, new challenges keep coming up every day. Fourth, the salary range is relatively good, especially compared to other entry-level tech jobs. So, let's summarize what we learned today. We learned that cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and data from digital attacks. We learned that its foundation is the CIA Triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We looked at the 8 core domains: network, application, cloud, endpoint, IoT, mobile, identity, and OT security. We learned about the 8 common threat categories and 5 types of attackers, and we understood the difference between IT, InfoSec, and cybersecurity. This was the complete beginner's guide to cybersecurity. In the next video in this playlist, we will look at types of hackers: white hat, black hat, and gray hat, and what the real difference is between them. Subscribe to the channel because we are covering this entire roadmap step by step.